Howdy, Tube viewers. TJ Pyramid here with another movie review for you, and that is of the movie Hellbenders. This was written and directed by J.T. Petty, whose other film was The Burrowers, which you may have seen. The monster western type hybrid, The Burrowers, which was a fun film. This film, I think, is better than that one. Just more well done. So this stars Clancy Brown, who was also in The Burrowers, Clifton Collins Jr. from the FP, Pacific Rim, and tons of other stuff. Also stars Andre Royo, Robin Raccoon, Macon Blair, Stephen Gavedon, Larry Fessenden, and Dan Fogler. Larry Fessenden, if you've never heard of him, Google him. I guarantee you've seen him in something. So basically the plot of this film is these guys here, all these guys here and this one woman are the Hellbenders, and they're exorcists. They live in this run-down ghetto church in New York City, and they have a big white phone where the bishop calls them and basically tells them, hey, you need to go to this place or that place and perform an exorcism. The cool thing about this movie is, though, being Hellbenders, they have to sin. Whether it's drinking, drugs, cheating on their wife, violence, any of the seven deadly sins, sodomy, rape, yeah, it's all there. That's the stuff they have to do, because they have to have a certain number of sins to be able to perform an exorcist correctly, because what they want to do is have the demon come out of the innocent soul that is possessing and go into them, and then they perform the ultimate sacrifice by killing themselves, taking themselves to hell because they've sinned, and taking the demon along with them. Really cool premise, works out really well. There's some really funny lines in this between everybody. Everybody that I mentioned here, all the cast have brilliant moments in this film, really funny lines. Clifton Collins and Clancy Brown, of course, the two best people in this film. Clancy Brown, just some of the stuff that rolls out of his mouth, oh boy. But you got some really cool stuff in this. You have eyeballs being sucked out of people's heads. You have ears being bitten off, noses being bitten off. You have four priests walking through this flaming field, fighting off these other possessed minions of Satan with baseball bats, briefcases, and one of the priests wears these black leather gloves and he punches bricks to toughen his fists, just so he can strike down in the name of Jesus these demons harder and faster and take them to hell. So basically they have until midnight to rid this one demon that gets loose. There's an exorcism that kind of goes wrong, and it releases this basically Satan powered type demon into the world, and they have until midnight to take this demon back to hell. It's going to open up this giant vortex, this big fiery vortex, and there's a funny scene where Clifton Collins Jr.'s character asks Clancy Brown's character, Clancy Brown's Jr. That's his son? I don't know. Where Clifton asks Clancy Brown's character, well, what does this flaming vortex look like? And Clancy replies back with, it looks like a huge flaming vagina. And sure enough, when it gets to that scene, it looks like a big pillar of fire, and there's a flaming vagina in the middle. That's the vortex. There's lots of funny stuff in this. Great characters. The demons in it, the possessed people, look really cool. Really well done makeup. Really good special effects in this. Some funny lines. Some really funny lines. All the characters in this are brilliant. The entire cast is just, really good. Really well written and directed by J.T. Petty. Like I said, better than The Burrowers. And the audio commentary on this you get is with J.T. Petty, Clancy Brown, and Andre Royo. Those are the three people on the commentary. And they kind of mentioned throughout it, because the movie ends setting itself up for a sequel if it wanted to. And they kind of mentioned that it would be cool to have a sequel that, I would love to see these characters come back and have to go do more exorcisms and stuff like that and save the world. And they also discussed that it would be a really cool TV show, which it would be, because with the stuff on TV nowadays, the supernatural stuff, the scary stuff, whatnot, I think this could fit in really well as a TV show, like an hour-long TV show. You also get a half-hour making of. You get some original exorcism short films, which I believe was actually a contest you could enter, and people would make these little exorcism videos, and if you won the contest, they'd put them in the movie, and they show them in the movie of the people being possessed. And you also get some other behind-the-scenes footage stuff, and of course the obligatory theatrical trailer, which I'm still wondering why they put as a special feature on films. So yeah, there we have Hellbenders, written and directed by J.T. Petty. Really fun film, some fantastic lines, great cast of characters, good special effects, some good action, good fight scenes, some really demonic-looking people, some foul-mouthed priests, and a bunch of other stuff that you really need to see to appreciate. So there we go. Check out Hellbenders. Highly recommend it. Comment down below. Subscribe. Spread the word. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Now, go get your holy water. Go get your crucifix. Go to one of your neighbor's houses and tell them you got to perform an exorcism on somebody in their house. I don't know. Why not? Might be fun. Thanks for watching. Cheers.